My history with Sonic is there is no history. Back in the day when I was a teenager, it was all about going to the arcade to play video games. And when I went to the movie theaters, it was always in the arcade room. I've never owned in my life a personal video game console, ever. I'm talking about Atari, Sega Genesis, PlayStation, Xbox, the oldest ones you can think of, I've never owned. I never liked video games outside of the arcade. Because for one, it didn't have a joystick. Atari did, but I didn't know better, Had a little red button, a little joystick. My neighbors had one, and I would play video games with them, but I was always an outdoors person. I've always played sports, whether it was stickball, baseball, smear, in football. Dude, I was outdoors all the time. And playing video games was like an extra treat when we went out to the movies. And my mom and dad were in a bowling league. So we'd go to the bowling league every Monday night. And yeah, I would play video games because my parents would give me money to get quarters. When you become a teenager and you're working, you don't want to spend money on video games, so I stopped playing them. All of my friends that were my age all owned video game consoles. And I was like, I don't care. I was never, ever, ever into video games. So I knew of Sonic the Hedgehog because it was popular. I guess he runs fast. I don't know if he has superpowers or not, but Sega Genesis was really popular at the time. So he was always on the commercials and things like that when I've been watching TV, but it's nothing that I ever cared about. There's no nostalgia for me to invest in. So when this movie comes out this Friday, Sonic 3, I'm a pass. I'm not gonna watch it. There's nobody in my household who's even talking about it. Nobody cares on my side of the tracks. Now I realize it's popular, but then again, no nostalgia, no video game experience, and I'm not really into kiddie films. Now, a couple of people told me like, hey man, part 1 was for kids, but the next 2 are like for adults. Don't care. The only thing I care about, Idris Elba, and you got my man Keanu Reeves voicing the characters. The main character, hey, he will always be Cyclops to me in those X-Men movies. And of course, the great Jim Carrey. I love Jim Carrey. At one time, he was the reason I would go see his movies for his name along in the title. These movies, hell no. And like I said, I love the dude. He will always be the white dude on a black show back in the day on A Living Color. And was probably the most talented out of everybody. Jim Carrey is incredible, but it's not enough to get me to go see these Sonic movies, right? Yeah, and I'm glad he got his own trilogy. He got Ace Ventura 1 and 2, but he never did a third one, so this is his trilogy, so I'm happy for him. And, I hope you guys enjoy it, man. I know it's really popular amongst the masses, but I'm one of the few that don't care for this type of material. It doesn't do anything for me, and I cannot get excited about it. Now, I will watch a couple of reviews on it when it comes out. My favorite review channels, I would support them, watch it. I would like the video. I'm not going to comment, but I would support people who like this movie that I know personally. Other than that, man, I don't care. But hey, for those who do care, have a great next weekend when this movie drops. I'll be doing something else. And plus, I'm not that evil where I wouldn't watch it ever. If I own Paramount Plus, I'll watch it. I don't have Paramount Plus. My whole thing is I'm not paying to see this. If you live in my neighborhood and you got Paramount Plus, I come watch it with you. Whether I like it or not, I don't know. It does nothing for my soul. But hey, each his own, right? Until the next time, be sure to like, share, subscribe, tell all your friends, and more importantly, leave your comments down low. I'm out. Peace. You know the routine. Fade to black.